day.
Whoa!
If he's standing up to them now, what will he do when he's in there?
Whoa!
When they come knocking on the door, trying to bend him over, trying to make him give up. You know, how many politicians are going to sit up in here and take your vote and then give you an excuse? Well, we tried. No. I've never heard that from Ben Jealous.
No.
They've always underestimated Ben Jealous. Always. They said he would never be able to be a part of that movement to get the death penalty passed. Got it done. Working with you. They said he'd never be able to get help for the immigrant community. Marriage equality. Got it done. Working with you. They said he would never. When the NAACP was going down for the count, y'all remember?
Yes.
Bankrupt.
Yes.
No young people.
Right.
And the desperation play, they gave it to a kid named Ben Jealous.
Yeah. Yes.
Youngest president ever, and the media laughed and said it's proof that the NAACP is finished. He turned the NAACP around. Right now. Because Ben Jealous. I'm sick and tired of the cynicism.
Yes.
From us.
Yes.
Say, well, I voted for this person, they let me down. I voted for this person, they let me down. Okay. Now we're just not going to do nothing. We're just going to tell them, no. Don't punish this man for the sins of other politicians.
Hello. Right.
You've never had somebody like him run for office ever. And he deserves your full, passionate support. I live in California, and I'm fired up.
Okay.
I came all the way out here. Because it's time for us to fight as hard for love and inclusion and solutions as our enemies are fighting to divide us.
Right.
See, that's what it comes down to. They are passionate about dividing us. They ain't scared. They ain't scared about dividing us. They're not taking a day off. They're running around giving high fives right now in Washington, D.C. because of what they just did to this country and what they just did to women in this country. And you think they're going to slow down? They're not. But the problem is not that we got mean, dumb people doing mean, dumb stuff. That's part of the problem. Real problem. We got awesome people who not decided to come together and do what needs to be done.
Hello.
And in this state, you got somebody who is willing to stick his neck out and fight anybody for you. We should do everything we can to fight for him. Vote for Ben Jealous. I love that. I love that.
came back today was because my godbrother is running for governor. Ben and I's fathers were best friends. And my father was Ben's godfather. So if anything would ever happen to Ben's father, then my father promised his father that he would take care of Ben. And it's a good thing my dad died first, because Ben would have been very poor. Like, when I was growing up, like I didn't meet Ben. I knew of him all my life, but he was just a picture on the mantle in the living room. Picture of Ben on and I didn't actually meet Ben until I was 17. I was fresh out of high school. I moved to New York to try to make it as a stand-up. And my father called me one day. He said, you know, your godbrother is in New York. He's at Columbia University. Maybe you guys should just try to hook up. And I didn't have any friends in New York, and I gave Ben a call, and it was one of the most important phone calls I've ever made in my life. We became like fast friends. We became like actual brothers because we were from similar points of origin, similar ideologies, but the difference between Ben and myself was Ben's intellect was cultivated and daunting. He's one of the smartest people I've ever met in my life. And, you know, in those early years, we would walk around Greenwich Village in New York. We would talk about what we thought the world should be, what we would like our lives to be. One thing Ben always talked about, he was an NAACP youth organizer. He was always working on something. There was always somebody who was trying to get out of jail who he felt like was wrongly accused, or an execution he was trying to stop. He was always concerned about other people. And I was very impressed by that because I was more concerned about my career and my bills. And Ben was always very smart, always very dedicated. At a certain point in his life in academia, he had a crisis of conscience. The school he was attending, Columbia, bought the Audubon Ballroom. If those of you who don't know, that's where Malcolm X was assassinated. And the school had plans to demolish the building. And Ben was incensed. He asked me, he said, yo, come uptown, man, we got protesters, we can't let this happen. He was charged up, and he went uptown, and he protested, and he got arrested, and he got kicked out of Columbia. His life was geared toward academia at the time, and they took his life away from him. 2 years, he couldn't go to school, he didn't know what he wanted to do with his life, but he always talked about helping other people. And he was suffering in those 2 years. And the happy ending is 2 years later, he found his way, he got back into Columbia, he killed it, he earned the Rhodes Scholarship, and he was going off to Oxford. Yeah. Right. Everybody in the family was very proud of Ben for getting the Rhodes Scholarship. But my father told Ben, he said, I'm very proud of you. He said, but my fear is that they're giving you this scholarship so that you will no longer be a threat to them. And that's a legitimate concern.
Yeah.
You know, my dad is from a time where people petitioned the system from the outside. Nobody was inside. But there's a post-Obama world. We've seen public advocates become the president of the very institutions they used to petition. People have come up. And we know it's possible now. So my dad's fear was legitimate, but the thing is, it's the new day. Our parents put in so much work that now we have the Van Jones of the world and the Ben Jealous of the world. We're armed to the teeth to make a difference, make a change from within our own culture and our own community. And when I went through my conscious crisis, when I quit my show and went to South Africa, I gotta tell you, it was a wildly uncomfortable time. And Ben was the first person to call me. And I don't talk about this publicly a lot, and I'm not gonna be specific about it, but he really helped me right my ship. His counsel was pretty much the beginning of me gathering the strength just to go on. I didn't think I'd ever work in show business again, but I had enough self-confidence and I had enough support that after a while I didn't care whether or not I worked in show business again. This guy is a problem solver. This guy is a committed advocate for people. And I'm not a political person. If Ben was a Republican, I'd still endorse him. If Ben was an independent, I'd endorse him. I'm not red, I'm not blue, but this guy's the truth. You know, whether you believe it or not, it's the real deal. You know, I feel real uncomfortable sometimes when I gotta talk to audiences without punchlines and jokes. But I feel very confident in what I'm telling you right now. Like, that I really do believe in this person, and I'm sure he's gonna do a great job for Maryland. And I believe he can build a model in Maryland that the rest of the country can follow. So, without further ado, please welcome, God willing, the next governor of the great state of Maryland.
These brothers know me, together they've known me something like all the time. We told about each other growing up. And by the way, Dave had a photo on mine. Now I have the mic. Dave had a photo on my mental institute. He had about an 8-inch afro.